Angela Fazio is an industry powerhouse who has overseen 40,000 homes sold and $9 billion in production. And Kristen Cantrell is one of the nation's most accomplished team leaders, helping thousands of agents build their businesses. They are passionate about educating, encouraging, and empowering moms in real estate. Our next episode starts now.
Hey guys, it's me, Cantrell.
Hi, I'm Angela Fazio. Welcome to Moms in Real Estate. Today's guest is Katie McFerrin.
I'm so excited, Katie. You guys, Katie is out of Boise, Idaho, and she does all by herself, 50 million in production a year. And she is passionate about traveling. She owns 22 investment units. And let's get started, Katie. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. This is so fun. I have been doing real estate for almost 10 years. So have always been passionate about real estate. My grandpa was a broker growing up in Southern California, and I think we saw him just be excited about buying his own investment properties. He owned apartments, and I've always loved design, interior design, and so just being able to do what you love is fun. And so I'd say every day for me it's different, it's fun, it's exciting, and I'm just happy to get to do what I love.
So you've been doing this for, you said, almost 10 years, right? So tell us, kind of walk us through what did it look like when you first got into real estate and kind of like your progression into getting into the position you're in now?
I would say when I first got into real estate, my goal was just to sell one house a year. We loved to travel with our kids, and I was a stay-at-home mom, and I thought, well, if I could just sell one house a year, it would get us to one trip overseas a year. So that was really honestly my only goal. We had bought one rental property on our own, and I just also kind of saw how it could be helpful for our family. So got into it, and that first year I did sell much more than one house a year. I think I ended up like one house a month. So it started just to snowball a little bit naturally, and I loved it. I loved the challenge, and it was just something fun to be a part of. So that's kind of how it started.
You know, I bet people are listening right now. Gosh, I wish I had that problem.
Well, and it's because over the years, like Angela, how many people have told us like they get into real estate with like, oh, I just want to make enough money to travel. Like a lot of people, or I just want to sell, whatever it is. It's this small goal that they have, and it just morphs into this like incredibly successful business over the years. And I love that.
I think that a lot of times we underestimate ourselves. Like we underestimate how much we might enjoy it. We underestimate the effectiveness that we'll have. Because although I knew I could be good at anything I tried, I didn't expect that I would be that good in the area of real estate. It's like a nice surprise.
Right. Yes, totally.
And also just like the progression of seasons, right? There's so many moms that are like getting their real estate license because they don't want a 9-to-5 and they want that flexibility and freedom, and knowing that it can start off as one home a year or one home a month, and then it progresses. So tell us, like, going from, okay, I want to do one home a month to building a business, like what were some of the things that you did to gain momentum, or to get what were like your lead gen buckets?
I would say I didn't really have much of a business strategy, but I did always really try to excel in like branding and marketing. That's always been something that I thought. My husband's a graphic designer, so I had that in my back pocket. He designed my logo and really helped me try to elevate the brand out of the gate. And I started selling luxury kind of early on, and that's an area that I really kind of leaned into. It was something that I enjoyed, and that is what I feel like helped project me forward in my business and in terms of like production. So I'd say marketing was one of the big things. I never paid for leads. I never did anything like that. I didn't do anything other than, most of it was all referral. Still to this day, I'd say 95% is referral. So
I love that.
Your kids are, I'm trying to do the math here. Your kids weren't really young when you started, were they? They were like middle school or whatever?
No, I mean, I was a stay-at-home mom for years. So I would volunteer at their schools, and I just, all of that, very involved. And then when our youngest started kindergarten full day, I was like, well, the kids are all in school full time. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself. So it was kind of more of like I got to find something to do. And then it just happened to be in the same time that we had had gotten back from that trip, and I just was thinking this could be great timing. So that's
But you have to tell everybody about that trip because that's unbelievable.
Yes.
No, it was it was a game changer for sure, a life changer. My husband was working on owns a film production company, and he was working on a nonprofit this film, a documentary in India. And so he was like, it's probably going to be a 3 to 6 month trip. And I was like, well, let's just pull the kids out of school and do it. And it was after I think I had been in real estate for, I don't know, it was a few years. And so I had saved all of my money from real estate and kind of started this savings account. And I thought, well, this will be, if we end up getting this trip, we can just live off this income from real estate. And then we put our house on Airbnb, which people are like, you're crazy. I don't know how you can do that. But I was like, nothing I own is sacred. I just know it's an opportunity. It's a once in a lifetime. And so we ended up doing this trip abroad out of carry-on suitcases, kind of an unschooled school approach. And the kids have been to about 30 countries. They've been all over the world. And it helped me, I think, being around other people and different walks of life and different cultures to have like just an acceptance. So I think I have used that in real estate because I'm very comfortable around all different types of people. I love hearing people's story. I love trying to have empathy with them in the process of like the stress of buying and selling real estate. So I think it's definitely helped all of us in our own life journeys, as well as just giving us a broader view of the world.
I think that is such an extraordinary opportunity that you took advantage of.
I know. I couldn't even imagine being like young and my parents taking me out of school and going and doing that. It's so awesome.
Well, and I had to take a risk with real estate because I was like, I don't even know if my business is going to be there when I get back. But I was just honestly, I was willing to take the risk. I was like, I don't want to ever look back and be like, why didn't I do that? You know, the business will come, it'll come back. I can get it back. So.
Yeah, for sure. So tell everyone, because I love this story so much, about your daughter when you guys were, I think you were in Portugal, right? And
yes, it was actually my son, I think. Yes.
Your son. Okay, so tell everyone the story about that, because I think it's so cool.
Well, sometimes I think as a working mom, especially in real estate, it's very demanding. There's long days, and a lot of times, you're on your phone, you're stressful situations, and we just recently took the kids to Portugal. We took my mom. It was her 70th birthday. And we were just enjoying the day. And my 16-year-old son looked over at me and he's like, Mom, you got us here. So it was just sweet because it's like he understood that all the hard work, it was about the experience. It wasn't about buying new things or living a different life. It just, to me, like all the hard work is worth it when we can enjoy time together and make memories and have shared experiences. So whether it's a good meal or a great fun trip, or those are the things to me that make it worthwhile, all the hard work.
I'm the same way as you, Katie. Like my husband and I have dates every single day. Like everyone knows that about us. We literally have them every day because
we're pretty much the same. Yeah.
Yeah. What we value is that time, and we love to travel too. Europe is so amazing. And that it's the experience that drives us. So we work to have those experiences. Everyone has like a little, maybe you like fancy cars. I don't really care. I like to travel. I like to have dates with my husband.
Yes, that's true. Same. I can share that. Yes.
Well, Anne, you're similar in the sense that you love sharing that experience with other people, and like you love like your kids being able to experience that fulfills you, Katie, and same with you, Andrew.
Yeah. It's fun.
One of the things on our bucket list, Chuck and I, is that we had taken some of our staff when we owned our real estate brokerage on a river cruise, and we're like, that's so cool. One day we want to charter the whole boat and just invite people that we want to come on the boat, and we just did that.
Amazing.
It was so amazing.
That would be so fun. Yeah, that would be awesome.
So what are your plans? Tell me what's next. Like, where are you going to go next? What are you going to do with your business?
I mean, I feel like I kind of take it a day at a time. I should be more of a planner, but we are getting ready to leave. Our oldest daughter got into a program in Milan, Italy for the fall. So she's in a business program there. So we're taking her to this international program. So my husband and I are flying there next week. So that'll be exciting. And I'm proud of her because I do think being exposed to everything gave her that confidence to be able to go somewhere new. She doesn't know anyone there. It's a whole new experience for her, but I think it'll be exciting to just watch her grow and learn. And so we don't even, honestly, I have 2 days of that trip scheduled as of right now. I don't even know where we're staying.
That's all right.
I live very like day to day. But yeah, we are going to do like Lake Como and go to the Dolomites and we are there during Milan Fashion Week too. So I don't know if we could make that happen, but we'll see.
Well, why don't you take us through, like, I know so many agents out there, they don't know what to do if they even go one state over. They're like, oh my gosh, if I leave, my business blows up and I have nobody to cover it, and all the things, right? Tell us, like, when you're going and you're planning a trip like that, like, what are some things that you make sure are in place so your business doesn't like get all crazy?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm currently working on that right now as we speak. I have I just hired this guy recently, and he's very, very organized, the opposite of me. And he's as great with operations and with clients. And so he's going to be kind of step in and do all the things. And then I also have an assistant that can help with various things. We have somebody that I just hired to oversee our Airbnbs. So, I mean, I think I have people, I'm a very nimble team. I think that's one of my struggles. I need to get some more people in place to help more efficiently, but it always seems to work out on the trips.
So, yeah. And you've been managing all your rental units on your own up to now, right?
The Airbnbs we have been, but I have a property manager that does our regular, like just regular rentals, investment properties.
Okay.
But the Airbnb part, I just recently hired someone, so she's trying it for the month of September. So I'm hoping that works out. It's hard to let go.
That's a lot of work.
When I've done everything by myself, I think I'm just used to doing it, and it's not great, but that's an area I'm trying to grow in. Letting go. Letting go.
Yeah. Well, and like being an Airbnb host is kind of fun if you like that client experience already, and like it's almost like you run a hotel. And so I feel like it is fun to get creative, but I could see after a certain amount of time wanting to do that too, because you have 3 Airbnbs and they're all local in Boise, right?
Yeah, and it's been good. I mean, it's another way I always try to get creative with like ways to get new clients, and that's actually a source of a lot of new clients. We have a relocation guide inside the Airbnbs, and like Katie's favorites, so like all my favorite local restaurants and things to do in town. So we leave all of that stuff at the house. There's like a QR code to get onto our website, and driving tours that give, if there people are even coming looking in the area, there's driving tours and things to do while they're here. So that's been another reason I think I have been involved, is like in the communication. And we've gotten clients from that too. So
that's awesome. We actually have an agent Airbnb mastermind that would be so cool if you were a part of it, because we talk about stuff like that. Like, how is your Airbnb a lead gen source for you? Yeah. And being intentional with little pieces, like having a QR code with Katie's favorites, like that's perfect. I love that idea.
That's fun. Yeah, I do like that.
Well, okay, so you said you are looking to bring on more people to help you and to grow your team into something that's a little bit bigger. So, like, what are you looking to bring on? You said that you focus on luxury listings. So, tell us more about, like, when you're growing, what are you looking for?
I'm so excited to grow our team. I am looking for agents that have had some experience that can kind of jump right in to help with these clients that are more in the luxury. A lot of our luxury clients are also investors, so they'll buy apartments, they'll buy multifamily office spaces with us too. So team members that maybe they've only gone so far on their own, and if they could join our team, I think this guy's the limit. It's like if we can get a good team around. We have a great transaction coordinator and marketing, and honestly, just like what we've built in the last 10 years, I would love to be able to share with some agents that are looking to grow.
Yeah. You seem like you'd be super easy to work with. So you're so easygoing. So I don't know why anyone wouldn't want to be on your team.
I'm pretty easygoing. I think I just need to put
easygoing.
I'm just so bit. The part is like, you're so busy that it's like, I think you're in the business instead of working on the business. And that's like, that's me to a T. So I gotta figure that.
We're all trying to figure it like that.
Yes. Figure it out.
Whenever you think somebody has it all together and then you actually talk to them, they don't. So we're all just trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
No, I put on my tips
Kristen
when I tried. I try every day. I give it my all, but there's a lot of areas I need to grow for sure.
This is Kristen and I's favorite emoji.
Yeah.
She did that to me yesterday. I said, that's our staple. Our
Yeah.
Totally. Totally.
Or just like, those like gifts that you can like literally just put in all the time. You're like,
Yes.
they're just the funny ones that like they
Yeah.
go with
The
my
crazy
whole life.
eyes. Yeah.
You've been so awesome to have on. Is there any advice that you would give somebody that is trying to break into the luxury market or get into real estate? I think that a lot of agents out there want to break into the luxury market. So if you have any advice for them, I would give them towards that.
Okay. For me, I think it's all in the details. So every detail matters. Client relations is everything. So we're very service oriented. We want our clients to feel treated very well. And the biggest thing with luxury is providing just like a team, which, the team that's going to be like the best photographers, the best staging, just so when their listing comes out, honestly, like there's no comparison. So to build finding those A players within your sphere is really important. And when somebody sees your marketing and sees how much it stands out, I think they're drawn to you. And just recently I was listening to this business owner, and he said, there's push and pull, and that he was like, you can push yourself and be like, look at me, look at me, look at me, versus like drawing people in with what you have and how you market and what you do. It's like, oh my gosh, I love that. They want to come to you. They're drawn to what you're doing versus having to like really push yourself so hard on everybody. And that's always been my goal, is to stand out, to feel like it's an elevated brand, and people are drawn to that. And so, I'll have clients in California that like, we were the only luxury agent we could find in Idaho. Like, and I'm like, I don't know how they found me. Like, so, the goal is to kind of like put yourself out there, do your best, try to really elevate and stand out, and that people would be drawn to that is always what I'm hoping.
That was really good advice, honestly. That's really what you've said, is you need to be client focused, on their house and their experience and how their property is standing out. That was really great advice. That was good.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
It's stressful selling your house, and I think having validation and being heard and also having empathy for the process is really important.
Yeah, absolutely. So if anybody wanted to get a hold of you, is the best way to do that following you on Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram is awesome, and you can go to McFerrinrealestate.com.
Awesome. All right, you guys got to look her up on Instagram.
Thank you so much. You guys have been awesome. You're very inspiring to me, so thank you.
Well, thank you. That was nice. Have so much fun in Milan. I'm 100% jealous.
I will be posting on stories on Instagram, so yeah, follow along.
I will be following.
Thank
See you guys.